Hello everyone, this is Steve Richards. I want to welcome you to the CBT Nuggets course on essential soft skills for the IT professional. In this nugget, we're going to talk about a case for soft skills. I'd like to open up my case by showing you two pictures. I'd like to ask you a question. Which one is the IT guy? Yeah, I know it's probably stereotypical and a perception thing. I've dealt with perceptions before. I own 3 pit bulls, and it seems like whenever we go out for a walk, it amazes me how people automatically just get on the other side of the path and walk around us. So I understand perception. My guess is you probably picked the one on the right, and that is the generic IT guy. And what I'd like to talk about is something that I'm going to call a gap. This is the gap between IT guy and who we're going to call corporate guy. And it's a gap between how they look at each other. One of the common things that I've heard in the past is that IT guy feels like corporate guy says, I don't get these guys. I don't seem to understand how they talk. I don't seem to understand how they work. I don't understand much about them. And of course, IT guy is saying, he doesn't get me. So there's the gap. We've got an IT guy that doesn't feel appreciated, and we've got a corporate guy that claims he doesn't even understand what IT is all about. And we're going to ask ourselves this question. Is it possible that a soft skills improvement could reduce this gap for us? In other words, could we move more towards the right to get closer to and reduce the gap from the corporate guy? So that's what this course is all about. Before we go any farther, I don't want you to confuse my intent. In no way do I want to say that soft skills is a replacement for hard skills. You need hard skills. Certifications are very important. Keep training. CBT obviously is a great place to learn. Keep training and learning those hard skills. What I'd like to say is rather than versus, how about and? Soft skills and hard skills to be a better IT professional. So with that being said, what are soft skills? Well, I'd like to offer you 3 different ideas. The first is I'd like to call them the foundation blocks. Foundation is where you start. Foundation is how you communicate. Foundation is how you deal with conflict. Foundation is how you actually advance your career. The foundation blocks are those skill sets that you use to move forward. Secondly, I'd say it is a place that you can build emotional intelligence. The soft skills is what helps you go from an idea over into the heart and mind of another person to bring them along with you on the idea towards using their benefits or their skill sets to help you out in accomplishing your idea. And then finally, some would say soft skills are common sense. I love this sign. Caution, sharp edges. Do not touch the edge of this sign. And if you look real closely, let me show you what's at the bottom. I don't know if you can see this. Also, the bridge is out ahead. Common sense is a soft skill that says, I got to really look at what the other person needs and what they are hearing me say and make my presentation based on what they hear, not necessarily on what I hear or what I say or what I think. So these are soft skills. I know vague is probably the word going through your mind right now, but what I'm going to do over the length of this course is build on the idea of how can I take you from where you're at right now, whatever those skills may be. And by the way, I believe that everyone right now has soft skills. What we're talking about is improving them, is how can I take you from a place you are right now and move you forward and improve to become even a better IT professional. Why do you need soft skills? First and foremost, for employment. You need to be able to hold a job. You need to be able to tell people what you need. You need to be able to tell people what you think they need. The second thing is advancement. If you want to start at the bottom and move up, you need to be able to move up somehow. And the way you do that is by using your soft skills. And then lastly, peace of mind. I'm talking about soft skills being something that you can use not just at work, but at home, for fun, whatever it is that you want to do. Soft skills will help you just chill out, if you will, without having to worry about how am I communicating what I want to do? How do I say the right thing? I don't think they like me. What do I do about that? All those issues are how you deal with soft skills, and that's what we're going to be talking about. I picked 7 that I consider to be the 7 essential skill sets, and we're through the course, we're going to be talking about each and every one of these. In fact, we have multiple nuggets, 3, 4 on each of these topics. And so I hope this will be a way that you can improve on these skill sets. Writing skills, presentation skills, how you write, what you write, presentation, everybody's got to do it at some time. How do you actually present to others what you're trying to communicate? There's a problem. How do you deal with a problem? How do you solve a problem? Well, guess what? We only have 24 hours in a day, they always say. How do you manage that time? You can't do it all by yourself. Team building is something we all need to do. We need collaboration. We need other ideas, like minds that can come together and help us be even better at what we're trying to do. But when we build a team, sometimes we have conflict. How do you deal with the conflicts? And then finally, career management. How do you want to deal with your career? You want to stay where you're at? You want to grow where you're at? You want to move on to someplace else? These are all things that we're going to talk about in this course. Wow, I know this is a lot, and I know it's abstract, but soft skills are abstract. There's no standardized testing for soft skills. There's no certification, although I wish there were. So what we're going to try to do is take where we're at and improve. Be a better IT professional when we're done. That's the goal. That's all the time we have for now. I hope this has been an informative nugget for you, and I want to thank you for viewing.